may speak to Redbeard, who I think will let her know how we did with East Anglia. Hello. Oh, I thought you were coming over to me. You were just running along. Fair enough.
Have you seen Wallace?
No.
Petra, what is wrong?
It's my brother. Wallace was meant to return hours ago, but I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. He's usually punctual. I'd like to search the woods for him, but alone I fear I would have little luck. Would you join me? Two could cover much more ground.
We should go now. Do you know where to start?
Near Peterborough. It's where he buys his tanning liquids. I know he sometimes makes camp at a crossroads between here and there.
Hey, Eivor! Eivor! Best to Ganga!
Yeah.
But can you sit down, please? Oh, oh, where's that quest? Hey? Find Wallace's last name, whereabouts. Cheers. Oh, can you jump on my back or something? Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realise that's what we were doing. Cool, let's go.
We can retrace his steps. With luck, he hasn't done anything foolish.
Is he prone to that sort of thing?
Never. That's why his absence worries me. I told you how we found him, didn't I?
You did. Led by a white elk to a lost babe in the woods. A fated encounter.
Fated, yes. As if gifted from one guardian to another, he was bestowed on us like a babe among the reeds.
Oh, is that weird location that I found that time? Yeah,
Over there. He may have stayed somewhere nearby.
If he did, he left traces.
Oh, blood.
Oh no! Eivor! Over here!
A set of tools. If they belong to Wallace, why would he take them from his satchel here?
That leads below ground, to who knows where. Let's keep our wits about us.
Careful, Petra. Look at his eyes. There's something wrong with this one.
Strong scent down here. Strange and heady. I don't recognize it.
I feel like this is my most normal costume.
I can't place it. Not the smell of
My
death.
Viking outfit.
It is almost
To get
pleasant.
an assassin
Must be
outfit for
Wallace's
Valhalla
clothes.
as well. The ultimate
trousers are
assassin.
wet.
It's like your base form and then your
Best
ultimate
himself.
assassin outfit you get later on. Oh, there's always
Someone
two
was wounded.
good weapons.
A knife
armor.
attack, I think.
Wallace stayed here. Seems he made something to eat. Oh my god, Eivor! Eivor, come this way!
What have you found?
I saw it, Eivor. I saw him nearby.
Wallace?
The white elk. The white elk that brought me to Wallace years ago. It
Oh.
was there. I saw it there.
Are you certain? Yeah! Are you certain? Petra? Where are you?
Come!
What? You went into the house? What the?
Petra? Hello? Petra?
The house is abandoned.
Mimir, guide me. Have I lost her too?
Ah, the white elk.
The elk. He will know where she has gone. I'm sorry to trouble you, Lord.
Eivor, nice to see you here.
Are you kidding me?
Are you the white elk Petra told me
Of course
about?
I am. Look at me.
It may be you can help me. Petra has disappeared. I need to find her before the sun slips away.
No. Petra hasn't disappeared. She's close, very close, and waiting for you. Follow me.
You are the guardian of this place. You live a comforting life.
I get on, you know.
Out here
I
among
eat,
the hills
I sleep,
and dales
I frolic.
of Mercia.
I want for nothing and enjoy every moment. It is a decent life. And what are you and Petra doing out here, lurking about in the woods? Hunting, maybe?
In a way, yes. We are looking for her brother, Wallace. She's been waiting for him all day.
Oh, my dear, yes. Where could Wallace be? Oh, where? Oh, where indeed? Ha!
Is Petra near? I fear we've lost her.
She was here a moment ago.
This is so weird.
What is happening?
I cannot stay. Not here, not now.
Whoa!
Take your evil back to Sutunga's Hall! What have you done with Petra?
Hello.
What have you done to Petra? Answer me!
Eivor, stop! I'm here.
I will make them talk, Petra. I must know the truth. I must know where you are.
Eivor, I am right here. There is no need to question this carriage further.
Yes. Sorry.
Now come. I believe I know where we'll find Wallace. Up there! His trail leads this way.
Petra,
What the hell?
I met your old friend, the White Elk. But he vanished before my eyes, before I found you.
You were visited.
For a time, we talked until he vanished into the empty air. A shame, really. I enjoyed his presence.
Ah, look there.
Oh no.
This is strange, Seda, Petra. Where are you?
Over here. Eivor, come on. I'm up here.
Petra! How are you doing this?
There's no trick to it. I think about it, and it works. Easy as walking. Try it.
What is she
Again?
doing?
Petra! How?
Come to me. I'll show you.
This is so weird.
How can I do that, Petra?
Yes, just try it. Move. Run in a straight line.
No! Too far! Too far! Amazing.
You did it, just like your Sunan, and not a scratch on you. Now let's go. Wallace should be over there.
Are
Now
you
we
sure
have magic
Wallace is
powers.
here?
What's going on?
I see no one.
I believe so. We should ask the rabbits. They will know something.
Of course.
Wallace and Petra.
The rabbits.
We've been here before.
This is where the wolves attacked us.
Right. Let us hope their spirits are not restless and that they do not wake to maul us.
Oh no! The wolf spirits awakened!
Good day, Spirit. hope I'm not intruding. Have you seen my brother Wallace? This one doesn't speak rabbit.
Petra, hurry!
Tell me, little rabbit. Have you seen a man named Wallace around here? Help. Oh, look! The elk has returned! There! Do you see it? The white elk. Come on, Eivor! Chase the elk!
This game has just got very weird. I got him, alright? Jeez, what do you want me to do with him?
No, no, please don't disappear! Not now! Ah, not until we have Wallace!
No! No! Don't go!
Wait, we're home. Full circle with nothing to show for it.
Wow.
So what are we looking at?
Wallace? You stone-brained stoat! We've been looking for you!
And here I am, freshly rested and ready to work.
You're days late!
I was carrying quite a burden coming home. Slowed me down some, so I made a camp and picked some mushrooms for a nice soup. Turns out I picked some funny mushrooms. Sent me into a tizzy. Tore off my clothes, woke up naked and bruised in the woods. So I snuck home, naked as the day God made me, and grabbed some clothes. Now I'm off to get my tools.
Okay.
Mushrooms.
So the elk. Just another dream.
Maybe so. But don't scoff at dreams. They're often worth more than our waking hours.
Alright.
I may still be buzzing from these mushrooms, but this is nice.
I had fun today. Maybe we could do it again. Without the mushrooms.
We could. But I will have to ask the rabbits for permission.
This is a good match for you, Eivor. You and Petra. Good couple. Woo! 8,500 XP! Alright, let's make our way back into the centre of town. What quest is this then? Doing all sorts of spenders passed away, leaving. Ah, it's that one that Blacksmith was telling me about. So we do this. It's all about different side quests at the moment, isn't it? In this session.
There was so much we were meant to do.
Toby,
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Toby, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed. Sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories.
Life is not a story, Toby. It is a fractured shout, unguided by verse. Most of us meet untidy ends. If we knew the shape of our stories before we lived them, we would hardly attempt to live them.
I would have given anything for another day with Sven. Even a wordless one. He was not ready to go. Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Toby. And know you are valued. You have taught Tovi well. Through her, you live on. I am sorry I was not here to see you off, old friend. When I close my eyes, Sven, I see your designs on the arms of the gods. You have taught Tovi well. Through her, you live on.
No. Goodbye, Sven. Right, we shall go to the stables, which are locked here. Oh, this will teach you that, right. Where's my guy? I'm sure I had this problem before. He's like disappeared. He's gonna upgrade some things. My man has disappeared. This is rather odd. I have no idea, because I'm sure I looked for this guy before and he is just gone. Right, let's go tell Redby what's going on. My stable boy in here.
Push me any further, Holger, and I will make you eat that
God,
wretched
Bambi.
animal.
One of us?
Rowan, Holger.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be
There
punished.
you are.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Oh. Well, I need my stable boy, so I'll side with him.
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
I am fed up with Dag. He's winding me up.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Okay.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, This morning, in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafu's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a...
Eivor? A moment.
You helped in its creation. Absolutely not. Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
Yes.
Tekla, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban? That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
Oh, we're having to do a lot of stuff back at home. I think I better appreciate this. Oh, do some more raids. I was even going to do the London one. But, you know, I'm busy doing this.
Hello.
Rowan.
Ah, Eivor. How's the day, my friend?
I'm well, Rowan. I had only a small question. Do you know anyone named Guthban?
Guthban? Nothing comes to mind. Should I?
It is not a question of should.
Is it a horse?
No, it's,
A lover?
No, Rowan, it's no one.
You came here to ask me about no one.
Thank you for your time.
How's your...
Right,
Can we do a bit of training?
Absolutely. You're a fast learner.
Right, nice. Everything is done.
Nothing more today.
Oh,
Can we do a bit of training?
Absolutely.
not that, but how
Do you need anything else?
do I look at Ah. Oh, it's so neat. Yeah, I got pigeon. Woo, pigeon.
All done?
Yeah, cheers.
I'm off. Bye, Eivor.
Oh yeah. The next.
Octavian.
Ah, salve, Eivor. How are you?
Well, thank you. A question. Does the name Guthban mean anything to you?
Guthban. It's not Latin, is it?
It is a name, I think. But no face comes to mind. I fear it may be a moniker. A false name.
So you came to me? Why would you come to me about a false name? Do you think my name is false?
No. Is it?
I am Octavian. I've always been Octavian. Now, please, Eivor, this is not a good time for me. I am terribly busy. Good day.
Oh, a little bit suspicious.
Tarbin, do you have a second?
Ah.
I was wondering if...
could be him.
I am Guthban, Eivor. It means battlebone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here, I lived another life. A brutal, bloody life. I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me. And all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood. To abandon acts of violence. To never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't. Not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon me. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarbin, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarbin? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them. Together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
If you wish to face your old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way. I want you to know, should it come to blows with my old crew, I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There's nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
But of course.
Before we are spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
I shouldn't think so. No. Nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. He's rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family, even. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome me. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift. For intimidation, persuasion, violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
Quite interesting, these settlement quests, because they're like main story, but they're also side story. But I assume because they're to do with the settlement, it's more like a main story thing than a side mission.
So what do they want from you now?
They'll want me back. They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditional. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that, it's hard to say. Who knows what they have in mind?
What a way to these guys, mate. Where are they at?
We're stopping.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I know. Only a warning. Let's go inside.
Gotham, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane? His new leash?
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
For all you did for him, he repaid you with blood and sweat. Did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarbin's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But...
If it will clear Tarbin's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
Wait here, then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
Should I just chop his head off from a Viking, right? He's annoying.
You found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled that better than I would have.
Oh. I must have collected it
Is this the sort
at
of
some
work
point
you
before.
did with Wilf and your family of marauders?
A quick robbery like this? That was the least of our work. We stole from the poor, killed the helpless, cheated the dim-witted. We were lower than slugs. I shudder to remember our best days, and I weep for our worst.
Let it go, then. Remember only what makes you a better man.
Sorry guys, I must have picked it up somewhere else when I was doing my exploring video, so...
Oh, they have returned!
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful, put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarbin the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
I don't want to just kill Wilf.
Tarbin, are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Abel. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthrum. Hadn't heard it in years. Drenches up fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
After my mother died, I sought family. Wilf offered it. He looked at me, took me in and told me who I was. Who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift I ever got. Peace.
Many men are calm because they have never known a storm. You weathered the storm, and worked through it. That is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Oh, to chop that Wilf's head off, to be honest. I don't want him coming back on me.
It's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarbin, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And you owe us nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it. And purge the past.
With pleasure.
Alright, wicked. Now I know your past.